Alright guys, and now for all the stuff that I picked up from Toyratt's retro gaming store. Starting with the Master System, I picked up Shinobi loose for the Sega Master System. I didn't have that, so I picked it up. I got Alex Kidd in High Tech World for the Master System. Once again, didn't have that, so I picked it up loose. I got Psycho Fox for the Sega Master System. This was in the case, but there's no manual, so it's just a cartridge. And in similar vein, I got Vigilante for the Sega Master System. Once again, in the case, but no manual. For the Sega Genesis, I got Golden Axe 2. Once again, loose, but I don't have this, so I picked it up. I got Super Thunder Blade. Now this is actually for the Japanese Mega Drive, but because we know I've got my Sega Genesis modded, this is going to work. So this is actually complete with the manual and the cartridge. And like I said, this is the Japanese cartridge, so it's got the rounded edges on it. But it will fit and it will work on my Genesis. In similar vein, we have World of Illusion. This is an awesome game. I've been looking for this for a while for the Sega Genesis, and once again I found it there for the Japanese Mega Drive, and once again it's complete with the book, and we know that's going to work on my modified Sega Genesis. So, hopefully, that one's, fully playable in Japanese, as I would imagine, being a platformer. Whoops. Shouldn't be any problems with that one, so that's very cool. Let's see, Sega CD. Got a Sega CD game here called Mansion of Hidden Souls. Now, I remember this game back in the day, and I thought it looked really cool, but this is, before I had a Sega CD, and I never did play it. But it basically looks a lot like Myst 2 or Seventh Guest, maybe D, where you have sort of pre-rendered videos showing your character move from room to room, and it's sort of like a point-and-click thing. You gotta figure out the mystery or whatever. Interestingly, though, as you can see, it actually supports the Mega Mouse. So that's pretty cool. I have the mouse for the Sega Genesis that'll work with, so that's awesome. Geez, I'm just throwing them all around here, aren't I? Space Harrier for the 32X. This is cool because it's actually still wrapped up. It's completely sealed. And I didn't even know that Space Harrier was on the 32X. I thought it was just on the Genesis, but I guess they had Afterburner on the 32X, so it shouldn't really come as too much of a surprise that they had Space Harrier on there as well. And then finally, I got the original Legendary Axe for the TurboGrafx-16. Now, once again, I've been wanting to pick this one up for a while, because a lot of the TurboGrafx-16 fans, like Star Soldier 1, say that, well, in his opinion anyways, this is better than the second one. And, this is definitely a game for the TurboGrafx-16 that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. So there you go, I got 10 games, but that's not the main attraction. You may not realize it, but you've been watching the main attraction in the background, and that is actually Street Fighter 2 running on the PC Engine core graphics, which I picked up in the box. So let's take a closer look at the core graphics now. So like I said, I picked up the PC Engine core graphics in the box. The system is in amazing condition. It's got the controller with the turbos on it, and the system itself. Very well built system, very heavy for its size, just like the PC Engine. It's got the cover on the back for the CD add-on. clips off very nicely, if I can get that to pop off. The main difference between the original PC Engine, which I have and I've shown, and this, the core graphics, is, well, obviously for one, the color. The original PC Engine was white, and this one's, well, dark gray, which is nice because this one's not going to turn yellow like the original PC Engines do. But more importantly is actually on the side here. The original PC Engine had the RF out on the side. On this one they've actually removed the RF and replaced it with an AV out DIN. So they've basically take the RF out and put the AV right on it. Other than that, it's basically the same thing, but that's pretty cool. In the box, in great shape. The box itself is in pretty good shape, as you can see, other than, you know, right here where it looks like it was probably taped up at one point. And so that's pretty awesome. Now, prices, because I know some of you are going to ask, what did I pay for all this? I paid $200 Canadian for everything. Now, some of you might be thinking, you paid $200? That's insane. But let's figure it out here. First of all, I'm talking Canadian dollars here. And, you know, I did drive out an hour and 45 minutes to this place, so I was expecting to spend some money, you know. This is a place I'm not going to be able to go to very often. If I can get here once a year, that would be nice. But I got 10 games, and I got the PC Engine core graphics in the box. Now, I looked these up on eBay, and these in the box sell for anywhere between $170 and $220 US plus shipping. So people are paying $200 Canadian just for this, just for the core graphics in the box. I got 10 games, so let's say $10 a game and $100 for the core graphics, or paid for the core graphics and got 10 games for free, however you want to look at it. Not a bad price considering this is a store that specializes in video game stuff. And compared to my local classic video game store, that's actually pretty good prices, because the local, you know, video game store around here, they would charge you frickin' $40 for this. So if I paid $100 for the core graphics and I paid $10 for this, that's actually not so bad. So pricing is pretty decent for a store that specializes in video game stuff. Obviously someone's going to say, well, you can go to the thrift stores and get the stuff for cheaper than that. Well, yeah, we all know that. That's not the point. The point is, this is a store that specializes in video games. If you're ever in the area, I highly recommend you check this place out. Like I said, it's in Milton, Ontario. That's, about, I don't know, 20 miles east of, and yes, I said miles, 30 kilometers east of Toronto. So if you're ever in the GTA, if you're ever in that area, definitely head over to Milton, Ontario, and check out Toyratt's store.